Hello to the global, worldwide Naponee 2 audience. You are now witnessing the Renaissance tonight on Naponee Tonight. What a wonderful day to be a resident of the greater Naponee community. The weather was absolutely perfect. I was a little bit surprised as I went out and about that there was actually a little bit of snow on the hillside. So based off of last night's episode, you still had an opportunity, maybe a little bit today, but I'm sure it is gone. So tonight, what I want to talk about are two different elements. So two different updates compared to last evening's episode. So I'm going to piggyback a little bit more on hard copy media and what I want to do, what some of my ideas are for hard copy media. And then I want to update you on a new platform that we're on. So, one of the first things I did today is I had a wonderful phone call with the post office in Franklin, Nebraska. And what a great conversation. We went over shipping rates and I learned some new terms and I learned a little bit about what you can and can't mail and how quickly you can get something out to the community quicker than having to mail it and having it have to route through Omaha, let's say, to get to the community. And that was EDDM mailing. And that is where you have a postcard, and I think they're only like 17 cents for a postcard, and you can get that to the office in Franklin and it can go out pretty much immediately. So that's one way of doing a little bit of a hard copy media or an announcement for the community of Naponee. So that is something I learned new today, but that's not exactly what I had generated in my mind for at least an idea for hard copy media. My idea, to stick with how I introduced the show, the Renaissance, what my idea was to eventually, it's all fluid, to kind of kick it around, to have more of a hard copy media come in an envelope, like a greeting card. And within that greeting card, have a little bit of a value. So one of the ideas that I had, and I'll pick this up again, was if you send out hard copy media, you would also have the ability to maybe within your envelope send packs of organic seeds, especially this time of year. That would be pretty cool. So you could start your organic produce. So I've always said the world needs more organic fruits and vegetables. So that would be another idea. So like if you had a greeting card, put it in an envelope. If you had a subscription list, you could send that out. Whatever else you wanted to put in there. A couple other ideas that I had to maybe put into hard copy media for Naponee 2 News was if there was someone that had a business and they gave me a grip of their business cards, we could put a business card in there. That could be the featured business. If you, let's say you only sent it out once a month, and that would be their, whoever had the highest bid to get their business card in there would be the featured business. So that would be a good idea. Any kind of other things that you could put in, think about it. Well, everything that you could put into like a greeting card format, stickers or whatever, really. I also kind of toyed around with the idea that if you did actually have some sort of greeting cards, to maybe even leave it blank. And, if you had your news, whatever you wanted to say in there, you could have that maybe in a flyer. But you could leave the card blank, so maybe you could pay it forward. If there was a cool card that you could have, especially if you're on a subscription base, you could have a cool card and send that forward. So yeah, get at me in comments if you have some ideas of what you would like to see in hard copy media. Like the example last night, as I pulled out the newspaper of one of the local counties, and that was my example of hard copy media. What would you like to see in the mail come? What would add value to that? What would make you subscribe to that? Okay, so speaking of subscriptions, the new platform that we were able to gain the credentials for, and I kind of had to use Big Red Ghost Productions to backdoor it in, is we picked up the ability to have content creation on OnlyFans. So as I say that, this is Naponee 2 News OnlyFans content, SFW, suitable for work. So if you're familiar with that, it's all suitable for work. Basically, it's hard not to, as a content creator, it's hard not to want to be on that platform because it is so streamlined and advanced for content creation on a paywall system. So that's what, it made it so popular. And basically what that is something that, because it allows the freedom of speech, like full freedom of speech and full freedom of expression, that's, kind of, it develops whatever you think is going to develop when you have full freedom of speech to an extent and full freedom of expression to an extent. So that actually is pretty good for Naponee 2 News to have that. There's millions on there. And actually that particular platform is on the up and up on a broader scale of diversity of content. So it was good for that. One of the other updates, basically the reason why I wanted to get on that is because I want to get more involved with full feature documentaries and full feature short films. And those take a lot of time and effort to do those. So when those get produced, I want to put those behind a paywall. I actually am probably tonight or tomorrow we'll be looking into getting the credentials to also be on Patreon. I don't know about subscription services on YouTube. If people want to kind of fill me in on that, I can look more into that. But Patreon, we have the OnlyFans, and so we'll go for that. And so as far as documentaries and full-on features and short films, that will be something that the clips and the trailers and things like that, we'll have that on Facebook, YouTube. Still yet to pick up Instagram. I don't know what's up with TikTok. And to tell you the truth, as far as TikTok goes, this is just a little bit more talking about different platforms. TikTok owned by a foreign country, we don't know what's going to go with that because that trend might continue. Platforms like OnlyFans, that is a British platform, so I don't know what will continue with that, but we do have that. So if you are also someone that is familiar with that, we set our subscriptions at, what I set it at, $4.99 a month and a little over $50 per year. So that's an update on that. So back to what I was talking about with hard media. When I pulled this out, this is a wonderful time of year, people of Naponee, to start your seedlings. It just made me think of the packet to start your seedlings in one of these. And a good place to get a lot of this kind of stuff, obviously Dollar General, you know, the place in Alma, that's really nice too. The flower shop in Alma, I really like that. I haven't been in the flower shop in Franklin in a while, but I'm gonna have to check that out too. So, once again, for all the support, for the support that we got on Facebook, so far on YouTube, and that's so much with, you know, we don't have any subscribers. We just happen on the OF. But we're looking forward to organically growing the Naponee 2 News global community. So if anyone has any ideas, especially for advertising, I kind of touched base on that earlier. If you'd like to have a ad that we can incorporate into Naponee 2 News, obviously we're real early in our production journey of Naponee 2 News, but the momentum is there for me to keep growing and growing, especially organically. So if you want an ad, definitely done. If you want it, the vibe that I'm going to go with the ads for the most part is stop motion animation. I'm open to doing other clips for ads. I've kind of showed a little bit of that, but as far as stop motion animation goes, I want to keep it budget advertising and just go $1 per second on stop motion animation. And nice thing about some of the platforms that we are on, actually all three, I think, will show some of the stop motion animation practices leading up to Naponee 2 News and Naponee 2night. So, there you have it. Happy Good Friday. Happy Easter. Wonderful weather once again. I hope that continues. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a terrific night.